Good morning, folks. The last Soufriere is erupting again. This is Lennox Lampkin again from Rosal. This is Tuesday morning, the 13th of April 2021. The eruption started about 4 to 5 minutes ago, and it's in progress at the moment. A strong thunders heard in the background, and it's pushing quite a lot of stuff into the air again. So yes, folks, this is live, and this is live for this morning, Tuesday, the 13th of April 2021. There is an explosive eruption in progress. Yes, folks, look at that. Look at that at the top here. It's almost over me, overhead here. It's really pushing out a lot of stuff. The color of the clouds are a little bit whiter than usual, but it's still quite a lot of power, because this, as far as I'm concerned, is probably around a mile or so above me here. And it's still pumping at the bottom end. So yes, folks, for those who just joined, Soufriere is again erupting violently this morning. Please do not call, folks. I'm on a live. Let me return that call. Yes, good morning, folks. The last Soufriere is erupting again. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April 2021. It's now 6:36 in the morning. Around 6:30, this eruption started. So we're about 6 minutes into this eruption, and it's still pumping at the back end here. If you're at the lower end, you could see stuff really mushrooming there, and the clouds are way above me here now at the moment. That's a pity, because the air quality this morning has been particularly good. It's quite unusual. I woke this morning and thought, well, things looking good this morning, and before I really started to enjoy the good early morning, because it's very sunny. If you see the sun on the back there, but yes, Soufriere is telling you, well, I'm not finished with you, basically. So that's it up overhead here. Quite a lot of stuff again. It's, I find that this time the width, the lower width, is much wider, which gives you an impression that the crater is far more open at the moment, because normally you do have a small spiral coming down on the bottom, and I think that is one of the reasons that it's not rumbling as heavily as it normally did. It's a much wider, but maybe a bit less powerful as a result. That doesn't mean that it's not going to produce a lot of stuff in the air today. Look at that. Look at that. It's just like something like the first eruption that took place on the morning of the 8th, as far as cloud formation above is concerned. Yes, people, share the live. Soufriere is erupting again. It is Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. Eruption in full progress, folks. And a little, as I said, a little less noise in the background, but not less stuff coming out overhead. Look at that. Look at that. It's already about 6 kilometers out, because it's right overhead. It's already 6 kilometers out. It's moving to the south at the moment, not so much the southwest, but it's moving south. So this would be in places like Barely. Maybe in the next 10 minutes you should be able to see it from those areas. Possibly you're seeing it already, because it's pretty high. The clouds at the very top are not as dynamic as the previous eruptions. It's just folding. The clouds are just folding, but not as dynamic as the earlier eruptions. But there we go, folks. Soufriere is not finished with us. It's in full flow this morning. I think the spread around the top of the volcano would be much bigger. The ash, quite a lot of the ash may fall in the close vicinity of the volcano itself. Considering the size of the bottom bit of the eruption itself, it's spreading out to the east. As we speak, it's rolling out to the east, and it's going to be pretty wide. That's what it's look like. So yes, folks, share the live. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April 2021, and another violent eruption is in progress. Share the live, folks. Share the live. Live and direct. Soufriere is erupting again, violently. Share the live, folks. Share it, share it. Keep people informed. It's pretty much overhead right now. Yeah. But as I said, the bottom area is wide. It's wide. It seems as though it's the whole crater. And the first eruptions were very loud. This one is just a slight rumble in the background, but it's really you're hearing more thunderous sound than the explosions from the crater itself. It's a bit different. If you really look on the eastern side, you could see ash already falling out of the clouds. Please do not call, people. Please do not call. Vince, if you Vince Reed, let me hang up. Yes, yes, folks. Eruption in progress. It's Tuesday morning, the 13th of April 2021. Share the live widely so that less people would be inclined to make a call to find out if this is real. It's real. It's taking place as we speak. And the cloud formation is massive again, massive. Seem to be pushing to the eastern side. Which is a bit strange, because normally the wind direction in the upper atmosphere seems to be pushing to the east, and normally the wind direction here is from the northeast, and you would normally find the clouds shifting to the southwest. But this bit is in the upper layers is all pushing eastwards. So it seems as though the upper atmosphere has a different wind direction. You could see that actually that the clouds at the lower area is moving to the normal southwestern, in its normal southwestern direction. But the formation of the clouds at the upper level is pushing to the east. So you expect some ashfall in that area. Albeit that the clouds on the eastern side looks pretty white. So the ash is still mostly here overhead. I wonder if you could see that. Ask for more information, but this should be hitting places in the south of St Vincent, maybe in the next hour or so. But the bottom bit is large. Folks, share the live. That would avoid people calling while it's in progress, because they're hearing. Share the live as widely as possible, so that I would reduce the number of WhatsApp and telephone calls coming in. For those who just joined, it is Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. The last Soufriere is erupting violently this morning again. It's now 6:45 a.m. This eruption started around 6:30 and is in progress. Share the live widely so that I would avoid individuals calling during the live, and because if I take up, I'd break the progress. So share the live as widely as possible, please. Tuesday, the 13th of April, for those who just joined, Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. Violent eruption at La Soufriere started at 6:30, and it's now 6:45, going 6:46. It's 16 minutes in progress. Light thunder songs in the background, nothing extremely explosive. The bottom of the flow of material out of the crater is wide. Occasional lightning at the lower ends, but which is indicating high levels of moisture. So it may not be as dusty as the previous eruptions, but it's no less large. Yes, you're hearing some rumbling in the background, but nothing in comparison with what we normally would experience in an eruption like this. There's a fair amount of cloud on the lower areas, blowing in from the east, from the northeast, which is the normal wind direction here. But in the upper area, the upper formation of the clouds here, it's moving toward the southeast somewhat. Yeah. Yes, folks, share the live as widely as possible so that I would avoid all the interruptions coming in from persons wanting to message or to WhatsApp or even call. Please share the live as widely as possible to avoid any interruptions of this report. And for those of you who just joined, the La Soufriere is erupting violently. It started at 6:30 this morning and is continuing as we speak. It is not as noisy as the usual eruption, but it's producing quite a lot of material as we speak. You can see a slight shift to the east in the bottom area, but it's wide. The base is far wider, which indicates that the gap in the crater is larger, so it's less concentrated at the bottom, and it's pretty wide, but it's pushing stuff. It's not moving as fast in the as former eruptions, but I don't think it's going to push less material. So there we go. It's now right overhead, and I'm about 6 to 7 kilometers to the south. So that means that it's already the clouds in the upper areas already traveled about 6 to 7 kilometers. It's past me now. It's soon would close out. The cloud, the light is getting a little bit less as we speak, and the clouds are covering the sun a little bit. Formation is moving again towards the south, more towards the southeast, in my opinion. Although some at the base is now pushing, the lower winds are pushing in the normal direction, but when it climbs, it's moving. The upper air seems to be pushing to the east. Massive amount of stuff overhead already. Yeah. It's rolling, it's rumbling, but not really, nothing to compare with the songs that we had from the earlier eruptions. Share the live so that I would avoid too much interruptions from messaging. So share it widely. For those just joining, it's Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. It's now 6:50. This eruption started around 6:30. Share the live, folks. Share the live so that I would minimize interruptions from WhatsApp. Please share the live. No friend requests at this moment. You could follow me. My allocation of 5,000 is already full, so I can't accept any new friends in the friend list. You could also follow the group. I'd post this also on the group Eruption 2021 La Soufriere SVG. That's a group. You could join that group, and on that group I post the latest footage of activities. Can't respond right now to any comments as I have to keep the camera going. But when I close this live, I would respond to any comments or questions you may have. Yes, so the clouds are shifting to a large extent to the east as it rises. As I said earlier, the eruption itself is less thunderous, but that may be because the vent is larger, the pressure at the bottom end is lower. But that doesn't mean that less material is coming out. It's just that it has more space to push the stuff into the air. The Soufriere mountain has all but disappeared under the clouds and probably ashfall for the material. But yes, folks, the Soufriere is showing us that it still has some energy, and it's probably a good thing that there is erupting now, so that we could the quicker we could get this behind us. This morning the air quality was the best since the eruption on Friday morning. The air quality this morning was good. Visibility was excellent, but I'm fearful that wouldn't be long lasting. This is quite interesting. Share the live, folks. Share it wide. Share the live particularly with people in the diaspora who want to know what's going on. For those who just joined, 2.2, almost 3,000 you online on the live right now. For those who just joined, the Soufriere eruption started this morning again at 6:30, and it's continuing. It's now 6:54, so we have had 24 minutes of this process, and the clouds are started thinning out at the upper end, but pushing toward the east. And the eruption is somewhat different, somewhat less violent in its explosions, but not less in the production of volcanic material in the air. Don't worry, folks. I'm pretty safe. I am hunkering down. Anytime the air quality is less than optimal, I stay indoors. I managed to take care of my animals on farm yesterday. They are all okay. The problem is providing sufficient clean food for them, considering the amount of ashfall we had. We could really do with a good shower of rain, but it is as it is, you know. Yeah, the ash is way up. I think it's moving a bit slower than usual, which is an indication again of the lower force at the lower end. Share the live, again, share the live. Please share. That helps to minimize the number of interruptions. I have to, from time to time, update those who just joined that this is a live eruption. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April 2021, and it is now 6. I think. Let me get rid of that again. Please, folks, stop sending friend requests. It doesn't make any sense. Just follow the live, because I'm fully allocated at 5,000 friends. You could follow me instead. That is open. And but folks, yes, the eruption is in progress. Tuesday, the 13th of April 2021. It's now 6:56. The eruption is now 26 minutes in progress. It is less thunderous than previous eruptions. Clearly at the lower end of the at the Soufriere end, it's far wider, indicating that it's coming from. It's less powerful at the bottom, but because the vent is larger, but the amount of stuff it's pushing is no less. It's now shifting a little bit to the east. You can see some of the clouds at the bottom there. For those of you who know the North Leeward area, you could see that it's moving towards the east. There's a lot of movement around the center, and it's still mushrooming at the lower end. And this is the upper area. You'd see those are active clouds there still, and these interruptions. Oh, shucks! People, stop sending friend requests. This thing is crazy. Share the live, folks, and ask people not to send friend requests. It's disrupting the process. Friend requests coming in all the time, please. Share the live, but please send a message that new persons coming in live could follow. I can't accept any more friend requests. Please, folks, share the live as wide as. Yes, a few explosions as we speak, but the eruption continues. I can see clearly that the wind is pushing the clouds to the normal southwesterly direction. So it's shifting a little bit. I can feel a little bit of ash as we speak. Please ask folks to stop sending friend requests to me, please. If some of you may be able to post that, ask those who okay, continue the live. It's really tough. As soon as these things start happening, everybody is calling or sending friend requests and stuff. We can't deal with that right now. And the friend requests keep coming in. Please, folks, send a message to friends that the calls keep coming in. Share the live, folks. Share the live. Share the live again. Let me share with those who have just joined. It is Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. There is an eruption in progress. It started at 6:30 this morning. It's now almost 7 o'clock, and it's still pushing stuff into the atmosphere. I'd stay online as long as possible, but please ask anyone who you share the live with not to send a friend request, because I could be followed on Facebook just the same way. So, but I'm fully allocated, and it doesn't. The friend requests keep disrupting the live. I keep having to break the transmission. So please help me there by asking those who posting probably on your page that friend requests are not permitted at this time. I wish I could turn off that feature. It's really disturbing. So for those of you joining me at this moment, it's I'm in North Leeward in the orange zone. I'm recording here an eruption that started at 6:30 this morning. It's not as thunderous as the normal eruption, and I think the reason for that is that the vent in the crater is much larger, and therefore there's more space for the material to be forced out, but it's still pumping out quite a lot of material. So in a way this may be good, in that we have to get this behind us. Soufriere must empty its stomach. Also, what might be good is that if it pushes some of this material into the air, we'd probably have less pyroclastic flow. I don't know. I have to listen to the experts on that. So yes, folks, share the live as wide as possible. There is an eruption in progress. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. This eruption started at 6:30 this morning. It's now 35 minutes in progress, and it's less violent in its audio, in its in the thunderous explosions, because from all appearances the crater has widened. So the material coming out is probably just as much, but it probably would rise to a lower altitude. That is what maybe the result. I don't know if that is good for St Vincent, to be honest, but most of the ash is it seems to be moving eastward, and if it goes up high, it tends to move to the east. If it's low, it's likely to go in. A lot of it is likely to go into the sea, because the lower wind direction is the prevalent northwest wind that will push it to the southeast. And you can see that. You can see at the bottom, you can see a shift of the massive amount of stuff coming out. You would see it shifting further and further to the east. That might end up in the sea. It's very windy as we speak, and that might help to shift some of the material into the Caribbean Sea. But when it started, it was a little bit more powerful, and that most of the stuff that went to the upper layers of the atmosphere are now moving east. Share the live, folks. Share the live. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April. I need to put in these timestamps because in previous videos I failed to do that, and they're very hard to identify later. So bear with me. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. The last Soufriere is violently erupting. It started at 6:30 this morning. It's now 37 minutes in progress, and I'm seeing lightning and the lightning flashes of lightning in the lower area. So some of the sound that I'm probably hearing in the background could be also thunders rather than volcanic blasts. WhatsApp messages keep coming in. I don't know if some of you understand that these do disrupt live streaming, but I've posted it so many times, and some of you seem never to understand that you cannot send WhatsApp messages while a live is in progress. It disrupts the. Yes, folks, it's Tuesday the 13th, for those who just joined. Tuesday the 13th of April 2021. It's now 7:08. Soufriere is violently erupting. It started at 6:30 this morning, and as I said earlier, it sounds less violent, but the material coming out doesn't seem to be less. Only that the vent in the crater is much larger, so the bottom part of the flow into the air is wider. There's quite a lot of lightning and thunder taking place. I don't know if you could see them, but in the lower area, as the clouds, the different clouds and different temperatures meet in the lower areas, it's resulting in lightning and thunder. So some of the songs that's in the background may be. Oh boy, these WhatsApp messages. Ralby Hadaway. If anybody has him in his friends list, ask him to stop sending WhatsApp messages because it's disrupting the live stream. Yes, folks, this is happening live. It's happening live. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. For those who are using clips, it's important that I have audio timestamps in the video. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. There's a violent eruption taking place at La Soufriere in St Vincent the Grenadines. It started at 6:30 this morning, and it's continuing at 7:10, so we are 40 minutes in progress. And I don't know if you saw that lightning there, so that may be followed by a thunder, but that's the situation. It's quieted down quite a lot, hardly any rumblings in the background, so I don't know if this is an indication that it's dying off, but that's the way it is. Wow. Don't know if you're hearing those thunders. Sounds like thunder because the song pattern. See, for the thunders, it's almost quiet. It's almost quiet. It's unbelievable. See that lightning? Wow, those are lightning and thunder really. It's most of the noise here, it's from thunders. So yes, folks. For those of you who just joined, there's almost 5,000 of you on this live. Good morning from North Leeward. This is Lennox Lampkin reporting. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April, 2021. It's now 7:14 a.m. This eruption has been in progress for the last, let's say, 44 minutes. It's now 7:14. It started at 7:30. I'd probably cut this live somewhere around 50 minutes, or so. Wow, lightning. Wow, lightning and thunder. Most of these songs that you're hearing, you could see the lightning before. So it's not really the explosions from the volcano. If you pay close attention, every now and again you would see a flash of lightning. It's a countdown. I'd probably stop the live recording in about 4 minutes. So I'd timestamp again. It's Tuesday the 13th of April 2021. It's now 7:16 a.m. and this explosive eruption at La Soufriere has been in progress since 7:30. So it's 46 more minutes in progress. I'd cut the live at 50 minutes. I think that's manageable. So yes, folks, it's not over yet. This eruption has been far less thunderous, far less violent in nature. Partially because the vent in the crater is much larger, so the pressure is not as high at the low end. This may result in less drift to the east, although when it started, it pushed a lot of stuff in the high atmosphere, and that bit has shifted to the east. But since it has quietened down a little bit, most of the pushes on is by the northeasterly wind, sorry, in the prevalent wind direction, pushing it to the southeast. So probably quite a lot of this would end up over the Caribbean Sea. Still mushrooming in the background, but I'd cut this live in the next minute or so, and I'd keep you updated should there be any new developments, because 50 minutes is about it for a live of this nature. So that's it, folks. I'm going to sign out. This is Lennox Lampkin reporting from North Leeward. It's 7:19. At 7:20 I'd close the live, and I'd report if there's anything worth reporting during the course of the day. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April 2021. There was an eruption starting at 6:30 this morning, and I've captured 50 minutes of it for the records. So that's it, folks. I'm signing out, over and out, and do have yourself a pleasant day.